Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear me and hear me well. You gotta be hungry. You've got to have that unshakable, undeniable, unstoppable burning inside of you that refuses to go away no matter how hard life hits you. Because there's a fire that lives inside of you, but for too many people that fire has been allowed to shrink down to a flicker, and for some it's gone cold altogether. And I'm here to tell you today that if you want to change your life, if you want to live your dreams, if you want to go places you've never been and do things you've never done, you've got to feed that fire. You've got to fuel that desire. You've got to wake up every single morning with a hunger so deep that no setback, no rejection, no criticism, no hardship, no betrayal, no storm, no mountain, and no valley can take it away from you, because hunger is not something you are born with. It's something you decide to have, something you cultivate, something you protect with everything you've got. And it is hunger that will make the difference between the person who folds at the first sign of trouble and the one who keeps fighting until they win. Because life will test you, life will push you, life will try to make you quit. And if you are not hungry, you will quit. But if you are hungry, if you have made up your mind that nothing and no one will stop you until you achieve what you set out to achieve, then no matter how many times you get knocked down, you will get back up. And when I say hungry, I'm not talking about wishful thinking or a wouldn't it be nice dreams. I'm talking about that relentless, burning desire that consumes you, that drives you, that keeps you up at night because you can't stop thinking about the future you are determined to create. That hunger that makes you study when everyone else is watching TV. That hunger that makes you save when everyone else is spending. That hunger that makes you practice when nobody is watching. That hunger that makes you keep going when the odds are stacked against you. So I ask you right now, how badly do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to sacrifice your comfort to be laughed at, to fail over and over again? Because if you are not willing to go through the pain to get it, then you don't truly want it. You're just interested. And being interested will not get you there. Being committed will. Being obsessed will. Being hungry will. And I remember when I wanted to be a speaker, people laughed at me. They said I couldn't do it. They told me I didn't have the education. I didn't have the connections. I didn't have the experience, and they were right. I didn't have those things, but I had hunger. I had hunger to learn, hunger to practice, hunger to show up even when I didn't feel ready. And that hunger was more powerful than their doubts, because hunger will make you resourceful. Hunger will make you creative. Hunger will make you find a way when there is no way. Hunger will turn I can't into I must. And the moment you turn I can't into I must, everything changes. You stop negotiating with your goals. You stop waiting for the perfect time. You stop needing everything to be easy, and you start moving forward with determination that nothing can stop. And comfort becomes your enemy. Because the moment you get too comfortable, you stop growing. The moment you get too comfortable, you start coasting, and coasting only happens downhill. You can't coast your way to success. You have to climb, you have to push, you have to fight, and you can't do that if you're more concerned with staying comfortable than with reaching your potential. So get uncomfortable, take on challenges that stretch you. Surround yourself with people who push you, because if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And hunger is contagious. People can feel it. Some will be inspired and run with you. Others will be intimidated and try to bring you down. And you've got to protect your hunger from the negativity of others, because there are people who've lost their hunger, and they'll try to convince you to lose yours too. They'll say, oh, why are you working so hard? Why don't you just relax? Why don't you just be satisfied with what you have? And you've got to answer it, because I'm not done yet, because there's more in me, because I'm hungry. And hunger is not a one-time decision, but a daily choice. You've got to feed your mind with positivity, your body with fuel, your spirit with encouragement, because the world will try to feed you fear and doubt. And if you're not intentional, you'll swallow it. So every day feed your hunger, and understand that starting is easy, but staying the course is the real test. And too many people quit not because they couldn't win, but because they stopped swinging, they stopped believing, they stopped being hungry. And when you stop being hungry, you start making excuses, you start settling for less, you start telling yourself lies that sound comfortable. Lies that let you off the hook. But if you want to live the life you've imagined, you can't afford to believe those lies. You've got to feed the hunger with action every single day. You've got to wake up in the morning and put your dreams on the schedule, because if you don't, your calendar will be filled with everyone else's priorities, and you'll spend your life building someone else's vision instead of your own. And hunger will make you do what average people won't. Hunger will make you show up early, stay late, learn more, push harder, and keep going when the pain sets in, because pain is temporary, but pride is permanent. And every time you push through a challenge, you strengthen the muscle of discipline. You strengthen the voice inside that says, I can do this. And the more you strengthen it, the more unstoppable you become. But you have to protect that voice, because fear will try to get louder. Doubt will try to whisper, telling you you're not enough. You can't make it. You should give up. But in those moments, you have to turn up the volume on your hunger. You have to speak louder to yourself than fear can speak to you. You have to remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself of every hardship you've survived, every rejection you've overcome, every time you've been counted out but kept going anyway, because hunger will push you past embarrassment, past rejection, past pain, past the moments you want to hide, because hunger knows every step forward is one step closer to the life you deserve. And the life you deserve is waiting, but it won't wait forever. You have to claim it now. You have to chase it now. You have to go after it with everything you've got. Because if you hesitate too long, someone else who's hungrier will take the opportunity that could have been yours. So decide today, right now, that you will be that person who is hungrier, stronger, more determined, and willing to go all the way. And I want you to understand something powerful. Hunger is not just about ambition, it's about survival. Because without hunger, your dreams die, your vision fades, your discipline dissolves, and you start living on autopilot, going through the motions without passion, without fire, without direction. And that is a slow death. And I've seen too many people go that way. People with talent, people with skills, people with potential who let life rock them to sleep, who let routine make them forget why they started, who traded in their dreams for a paycheck, who stopped chasing the life they wanted because the life they settled for was good enough. But hear me, good enough is the enemy of great. Good enough will rob you of your best years. Good enough will keep you from taking risks, from reaching for more, from becoming the person you were designed to be. And when you look back at your life, you won't regret the risks you took. You'll regret the chances you didn't take, the moments you let slip away because you were scared or tired or too comfortable. So hunger is what keeps you from letting those moments pass. Hunger is the alarm clock that wakes you up before the sun, because you've got something worth waking up for. Hunger is what makes you work on your vision after a long day, because you know every step forward matters. Hunger is what makes you study when others are partying, practice when others are sleeping, save when others are spending, because you're building something that will last. And hunger does not care about convenience. Hunger does not care about comfort. Hunger does not care about how you feel in the moment. Hunger only cares about results, and hunger will make you find a way. Hunger will make you get creative. Hunger will make you humble enough to learn from anyone, anywhere. Because when you're truly hungry, you're not too proud to ask questions. You're not too stubborn to take advice. You're not too arrogant to be coached, because you know every piece of wisdom, every skill, every lesson brings you one step closer to your goal. And you don't have time to waste, because you understand that life is short, time is passing. Opportunities are perishable, and every day you waste is a day you don't get back. So you refuse to waste it. You squeeze every drop out of every hour. You treat every day like it's your last chance to get better. Because one day it will be, and hunger makes you live like that. Hunger makes you move like that. Hunger makes you breathe purpose. And people will notice, they will feel it when you walk in the room. They will hear it in your voice. They will see it in the way you carry yourself. And some will be drawn to it. Some will want to run alongside you. And others will be intimidated because your hunger reminds them of the hunger they lost. But you cannot dim your fire to make others feel comfortable. You cannot lower your standard to match the average. You cannot slow down because someone else is afraid to speed up. Because hunger demands that you lead. Hunger demands that you push forward no matter who follows. And yes, hunger will cost you comfort. It will cost you sleep. It will cost you relationships with people who don't share your vision. It will cost you moments when you'd rather be relaxing, but it will pay you back in freedom, in fulfillment, in pride, in legacy, in the knowledge that you gave it everything you had. And that is worth every sacrifice, because when you are truly hungry, nothing tastes as good as victory.